For 2 minutes, Mr. Arnott.
We're being lobbied extensively by both sides of this debate. On one side, I'm hearing from huge numbers of ordinary people who are concerned about the future of their internet. And on the other side, we've got cocktail reception, slick advertising, even saw a taxi on the way here advocating this legislation. Now, don't think for a second that the creative industries are uniformly behind this legislation, because they're not. But the big players are the ones with the money to lobby, and I care far more about the voices and views of my constituents, about ordinary people, than the views of lobbyists who are paid to tell us what they want us to think. Now, of course, what we need is a balance between protecting creators of copyrighted material and protecting the lawful rights of citizens going about their daily business. But this legislation, in particular Articles 11 and 13, does not deliver that balance. It is fundamentally illiberal, because in practice, tech companies will end up treating citizens as guilty until proven innocent on copyright. Content will end up being removed automatically. It will push one-size-fits-all enforcement upon platforms across Europe, despite national copyright law being different from one country to the next. You can't deal with that minefield, so legal content will end up being treated as though it is illegal. Many of you here are true believers in the European project. All I can say is what I see from the United Kingdom. British people's opinions on this place haven't changed very much. People who supported Remain still support Remain. People who voted Leave still support Leave, generally speaking. But I have had people come to me to tell me that they voted Remain in 2016, but now would vote Leave because of the Copyright Directive. In other European countries, if you vote for this today, you will drive a wedge between the European Union and young people across Europe. This is bad legislation. It is classic end-of-term legislation. This Parliament has 3.5 minutes. This Parliament has 3.5 weeks to complete its business ready for the European elections, and things are being rushed through because of that. They have not been properly and fully considered. Please listen to your constituents on this. Please don't make the chasm between this Parliament and the people of the United Kingdom, the people of Europe, any wider than it already is.
Thank you. There is a blue card request from Mr. Zdrojewski. Will you accept? So, Mr. Zdrojewski, you have 30 seconds.
Yes.
Thank you. Well, I'm one of the last people you could call a lobbyist, but very much I would like to distinguish between different kinds of lobbyists. And I'd like to say that that group of people who are fighting for their right to remuneration cannot be called lobbyists. So my question is, sir, do you distinguish between large commercial lobbyists from those people who are fighting purely and exclusively to get paid for what they do? Thank you.
I have no problem with people who are wanting to make a living putting their points. That is absolutely what they should do. And I have also no problem with average members of the public putting their points across. But what I'm seeing is that time and time again, we're being pushed by the industry rather than being pushed by those creators. And actually, when I hear from creators in my constituency, I don't hear it as this one-sided idea that they desperately want this. I actually hear from both sides there, but also I'm seeing from the members of the public, they really are very, very concerned about the impact of 11 and 13.